Hey y'all. Thank y'all for coming over. I said let me go ahead on and go live because I know Tay about to go live so we don't take each other's people out of the chat because I know everybody watch each other. So I said I'm gonna go ahead on and go live here because I think Tay is going live at like 6:45ish or something like that. But let's go ahead and get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. How y'all doing? Thanks for everybody coming in. We're gonna jump on in. All right. First topic. For those of you that get SNAP benefits, we got some bad news, honey. Let's go on and jump in. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. You guys see here it says no SNAP benefits to be issued in the month of November as the government shutdown continues. Now, y'all know November is what? Thanksgiving. Baby, is it going to be ham and no burger, peanut butter, no jelly? Damn, Kool-Aid and no damn sugar. That's what it's giving. Not over here, though. Praise the Lord. Okay, because God be blessing, honey. While the haters keep stressing. But anyway, federal officials have warned that if lawmakers can't break the deadlock on Washington, it said the SNAP benefits, better known as food stamps, child, will not be issued for the month of November. Now, they said that's roughly 42 million people. Many already living check to check who could be left scrambling with nothing but rising grocery prices and empty cabinets. My Lord. Now, it said that the food stamp program will run out of money in 2 weeks. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins announced Thursday at the White House. So that is some bad news for anyone receiving SNAP benefits. There will be no benefits given out in the month of November. So y'all better stack your money. Y'all better hold on to your money. Stop selling your stamps if y'all are doing it, because that shit illegal anyway. But hold on to every little dime you can, because it's about to get tight for some folk, okay? So y'all better be staying prayed up and stocking up, okay, as much as you can. Start going around to different food banks to give out free food and start stocking that up, because a lot of those places do give out a lot of canned goods, and they actually give out meat as well. I know the one that I usually be going to pass out food, they do it as well. Okay, I do it on Thursday. I go pass out food on Thursdays, and they actually give out meat as well. Okay, so y'all definitely be looking for those places. Food banks and other places, maybe like churches may have, not Church's Chicken, but different churches hand out food, especially almost around Thanksgiving time. They give out turkeys and stuff like that. So be watching on the internet and be, listening for word of mouth for those types of things so that you guys can do what you need to do. All right, let's stop sharing. Moving right along. Trump got us in a bind, right? I wish I could get some damn food stamps though. Shit, because I be hating to spend my money. But let's get into this Bell Collective news right quick. I showed you guys yesterday the little Bell Collective situation, child, where Latiesha, y'all know she's married to Lien. Let's go ahead and get into the real coup de grace of this BS, child, where they were, where they had like a little knockdown drag out. Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to Reality Entertainment TV.
On Bell Collective.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Let's clear this right here. You know me and Mandy with each other.
Is Amanda alive?
We gotta squash this right now. Did you have sex with Mandy?
Even back in February, like in taste, he had his hands around my waist. And
Latiesha, she have shown you over and over the snake she is, and you didn't believe. So it's almost like, I'm sorry, it's like serve your ass just right, because she done showed you.
Matt, you don't pay attention to us. You've been working so much, I haven't gotten to see you in a long time.
That's because you've been on your phone.
I thought I had removed all the snakes from around me.
They don't give a f about you, me, or my son.
Leave me the f alone. Leave me alone.
Well, yeah, that turned out.
Next.
So she gonna keep staying with Glenn, putting up with his bullish. Well, she did go ahead and write a little statement. We're gonna look at it, okay? Because she was going through it, honey, that episode. And she's spoken out and wrote a long 4-page letter, honey, like a Leah. Let's go ahead and get into the bullshit. All right.
Have you ever been attracted to her?
All right, so first let me show y'all, for those of you that don't know what had happened. This is how it started, okay? So I gotta play this so y'all know. So Reality Entertainment TV, thank y'all. Let's go.
I'm attracted to my wife.
okay, that's bull.
No, I need, if it's something, like, holler at me for real. Because we supposed to be cool.
Ain't no next
question. We cool. We cool. And you know I
Ain't
with
no
you.
next
What's
question.
going on? if it's something, you need to tell me because you just said that, and we can't skate past that.
What, do you want to have a conversation outside of the...
No, we having a conversation already together. No, come on, man.
Well, I don't care about having a conversation with them, but it's...
We playing the game. No, hell no. Every time I see you empower me and we together.
Too, but it has been situations to that where it has been awkward, and it's like I with you and I can't, and I respect you as a person, despite of how I feel about you, about what you have done to my friend.
We did a lot of to each other. I don't even want to go into that.
I seen the DM. The man kept it.
What you mean?
Come on, man. I don't gotta go back and forth with you, man. I saw the DM. I saw you DMing the same.
Have you ever been attracted to her?
Y'all hear that? So the friend said, I saw you DMing her. So Glenn tried to lie, but somebody else came up and said, hey, I saw you DMing. So Latiesha Pearson from Bell Collective, she wrote out something. Let's go ahead and read what it had to say. Because she know her husband ain't worth shit. I already told y'all his ass had to get a paternity test done because it was alleged that he fathered someone else's child, but it turned out that he wasn't the father. But still, it's the fact that you had to be paternity tested, okay? Because it's given that you was out here balls deep in somebody else versus your wife or whatever. So let's get into what she had to say. Now, she says, I hope you guys are entertained by last night's episode of Bell Collective. Watching and reliving that moment of betrayal and seeing how it all led up was truly disheartening. Prior to the event, I was told by my friend / castmate that I would be approached by the reunion or approached at the reunion, okay, or about the reunion. Says not one time was it ever shared with me that I would be approached about my husband. Girl, bye. Said that in one breath, I feel horrible for even sharing my reality because it's constantly being weaponized and used to carry my castmates. It says that, but in the other breath, I remember how many people have told me that they are inspired by my transparency, whatever that is. Says that my that reminder keeps me grounded in my purpose. She says that I know who I am and I stand firm knowing that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, child. Says that it's crazy how life reminds us to be mindful of who we allow around us. Just because people smile doesn't mean that they're genuine. And just because you lay beside someone doesn't mean that they have your best interests at heart. Ooh, was that a dig at Lien? Well, maybe he laying beside somebody else. Now it says that this is a season to protect your mind, body, and soul. Use discernment. Trust no one but yourself and God. I understand the contents of my life and the position that I hold, so I know attacks will come, but I'll always stand in faith, knowing that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. She liked that verse, huh? Says that thank you to everyone that's been showing me love and sending encouragement. Can't say too much right now, but stay tuned. So it's given that she is once again this season being a very weak individual and allowing her husband to play in her face as he always does. And it's embarrassing to be on national television and another woman that you thought was your friend, that you've been hanging around telling all your deep, dark secrets to, was texting and having inappropriate situations with your husband. And the fact that he can't be man enough to get balls enough to say to you, yeah, it happened. He's sitting up lying to you as well, saying, no, I'm only attracted to my wife, but you attracted to the person you were texting. And there was a witness that you that said that they said text messages. So it means that you are a liar. Okay. It means that you're a liar. So Latiesha, while you putting out God quotes, the no weapon formed against me shall prosper, also quote where it says that a liar shall not tarry in my sight. That's in the good book as well. And your husband is indeed that. And so are you, Latiesha. You are a liar as well. Moving right along. All right. So let's get into some more news that I know you guys are going to be able to use. All right, so let's get into some marriage medicine news. Now, I shared a little bit yesterday, I think it was yesterday, where we talked about Buffie Purcell and Tessa on Married to Medicine. Y'all know that Buffy is not on the show anymore. And I told you guys that the two of them had to go to court where Tessa sued Buffy and lost. But Buffy asked that Tessa pay her attorney's fees and Tessa refused to do so. So Buffy went down and put a lien on Tessa's home. And it's given that it's not been paid as of yet. But let's go ahead and rewind and let you guys know how the situation played out. Shout out to All About the Tea, because that's where we're looking, okay?
I couldn't believe she grabbed my neck and was screaming at me. And she said something really horrible to me. She, was like, get down on the floor and let me rock you like the babies you'll never have. Like, y'all didn't, they cut all that out. Like, these women really went for the,
Tessa said that?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. She said it. There's no, I'm not saying alleged shit. This shit happened. I dare a bitch to sue me. I will tear everybody ass up. I didn't say nothing. Also, I couldn't believe she grabbed my neck and was screaming at me. And she said something really horrible.
I told her from my heart an empathetic story about my experience as a woman who lost several children. And one I actually had to fucking bury. So you lying ass bitch. You know where to find me, Chastain Integrative Medicine, and you said, should I sue you based on that dumb shit? Because again, I didn't say it. And if I did say that, everyone would have been like, gasp. Oh my God, who would say such a thing? You would have heard it before and they would have played it. So I am going to come back to who I am. I'm quite sure my husband is going to be furious that I even responded. But when it comes to, I finished medical school in 1998. I am a 100% service-connected Navy veteran. I'm a physician. I'm a mother. Told her from my heart. And
she did not say that. She is a pathological liar, and she asked for the lawsuit, so let's give her one. Fortunately, there were about 10 people in that room, and all of them are going to be called as witnesses in this defamation lawsuit. You don't get to say anything you want, especially when it comes to there was absolutely footage. So, challenge accepted. Let's see how rich you really are. She did not say that.
So, Contessa, as you guys can see here, Contessa went and sued Buffy for $700,000, trying to purposely bankrupt her for a defamation lawsuit. But Buffy had went and got some footage that was cut from the actual show that did not show, where she said that Contessa said, let me rock you like the children that you'll never have. They cut it from the show, but they still had the footage. So Buffy was able to prove that it was indeed said, and Contessa lost the case, which then she had to pay from Buffy asking the courts that, Contessa pay her attorney's fees. The judge did order that, but Contessa refused to do so. So Buffy turned around and then put the lien on her home. We get ready to look at the lien because I have it.
She's a pathological liar, and she asked for the lawsuit, so let's give her one. Fortunately, there were about 10 people in that room, and all of them are going to be called as witnesses in this defamation lawsuit. You don't get to say anything you want, especially when it comes to there was absolutely footage. So, challenge accepted. Let's see how rich you really are. She did not say that.
Girl, you did all that and then lost. Look at Buffy and look at her. So, of course, y'all see here, unfortunately for Contessa, her frivolous lawsuit was dismissed and the judge awarded Buffy $41K for her legal fees. All right. So, Contessa did not pay said $41K, and that was indeed turned around and put into a lien. Y'all see it here. Contessa refused to pay Buffy the $41K. So, Buffy filed a lien on Contessa's Georgia mansion. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and look at the lien. Let's look at the lien, okay? Let's look at the lien. Let's do this. I'm going to share because there is indeed a lien. And we're going to go ahead and credit that to All About the Tea because she pulled it. All right, it's right here. Y'all see here? Shout out to All About the Tea. All right, so y'all see here in the Superior Court of Fulton County, state of Georgia, Buffy Purcell is the plaintiff, civil action 24CV002949, lien number 6225. Y'all see that? All right, so versus Contessa Metcalf, which is the defendant. Let's go ahead and read it, honey. Writ of, what's that, Fieris Facius? Okay, it says that to all and singular sheriff of the state of Georgia and their lawful deputies in the above styled case and on the judgment date set out, the plaintiff's name above recovered against the defendant's name above, judgment in the following amounts. Judgment date, May 23rd, 2025, Court of Judgment Superior. Then go down here where it says attorney's fees, $41,353.50. Moving up, said with further interest on said principal amount from the date of judgment at the legal rate or as set out in the judgment. It says the plaintiff or plaintiff's attorney, which is Howell Law Firm PC. They give the address here, which is 4385 Kimball Bridge Road, Suite 100, Alpharetta, Georgia. Telephone number 678-566-5800. Then we're going to go down where it says, therefore, you are commanded to seize the personal property and lands of said defendant, and especially only of the following described property to writ. It says, and after sale at public sale or courthouse steps, you deliver several sums set out on the foregoing the judgment in this case to the plaintiff, the principal, interest, attorney's fees, and costs aforesaid. It says that you are to have said amounts of money before the Superior Court of this county at the next term of court with this writ, or render to the plaintiffs the principal, interest, attorney fees, and costs as listed. Witness the Honorable Judge Sukara L. Ingram, Judge of said court, this 8th day of September 2025. Y'all see that? Child. All right, entered on the general execution docket, and then it has all of that there. Yeah, so there is an actual lien on Contessa's home, you guys, per Buffie. Y'all see here, Buffie is the plaintiff, and Contessa Metcalf. These women were, Contessa's still on Married to Medicine. Contessa should have that, though. It's only $41K. And I know that's not only, but it's only $41K. She's a doctor. Her husband is a doctor. They have their own practice. So I'm pretty sure. And plus, she's getting checks from Married to Medicine as well. And I'm not sure what other side hustle she may have, but it's only $41K. Between you and your husband, y'all come up with it, or y'all take a loan out of something to go ahead and pay that so you can get that off your house, because you don't want Buffie to own your home and put you out. They have a nice home. They have a really nice home. So this is sad. I hate to see that this shit went there. But Contessa was very, very boastful and very sure of herself when she told her, hey, yeah, I'll see you in court. And then she said it like she just knew she was going to win, but she wound up losing that case. And it gave Buffie a one-up on her. And once Contessa refused to pay the legal fees, then she just went ahead and put the damn lien on her house. Damn, I hate that shit. Moving right along, child. Moving right along. That's a hot-ass mess, man. Damn. All right, let's see. All right, Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen is speaking up about Wendy Osefo. Now, y'all know that all this shit has been going on between her and her husband. Shout out to the 170 watching me. Y'all know that Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie, okay, are in a lot of trouble for some fraudulent insurance scams that they were involved in, where there was an open investigation and they found out they were doing some insurance scams. All right. But Andy Cohen was stopped outside of wherever he was, and they said Andy Cohen hints that Wendy Osefo is avoiding Real Housewives of Potomac filming after fraud arrest, apparently too embarrassed and doing her own thing. So she's avoiding filming. Mind you, she is under contract with Bravo, and she's going to wind up messing up her contract because she's under contract. She has to film a certain amount of scenes. So, but she is avoiding, they're saying, because of embarrassment. Everybody's talking about it. It's all over the blogs. There are billboards and other things like that up in Potomac. I showed you guys the other day, there's like a running billboard that's talking about Wendy and her husband in this fraudulent situation. All the blogs are talking about it. I've talked about it for like a whole good week. But Andy is saying that she's not showing up to any of the filming activities for the show Real Housewives of Potomac because she's keeping herself locked up in her home and not allowing cameras to come there. So it said that Andy Cohen just spilled a little tea, says that the Bravo boss alludes that Wendy Osefo is being MIA from Real Housewives of Potomac filming, even though production has already resumed following her arrest. Okay, it says that insiders say that Wendy might be too embarrassed to face the cameras right now. I bet she is, because everybody's talking about it, but you still have a contract to uphold, so you don't want to wind up being sued by Bravo for not doing your work. You still got to go to work, girl. You still got to go. You should be getting all the scenes you can get, because these legal fees about to pile up here in a moment when you guys get ready to go to court. You got to have an attorney, unless you're gonna have your husband represent y'all. That'll save you a little money, but you still need to go to work. And your job, since you're not working at the college anymore, they got rid of you up over there and already got somebody in your spot. So the only sure check that you probably gonna be getting is from the show, and you only get paid by appearances. So you can't be peeping out the window saying, is that good? Is that good enough? Footage right there? Hell no. Open them damn blinds and get your ass out of there and go film. Now, you on shame when you was committing the fraud, so your ass need to get on up over there. And I also read somewhere that they were saying that Wendy and her husband have been separated here. Now, I don't know how true that is, but word on the curb is that they were separated, hence the reason that they were emailing each other during this whole insurance scam. Did y'all know that? I read that somewhere that Wendy and Eddie were actually separated during this time, which is why they were emailing, because everyone was like, what the fuck are they emailing each other for if you're in the same house? Well, it sounds like one of them were not in the home, that they were having a brief separation because of some marital situations from what I read, and that's the reason why they were emailing each other back and forth. So not sure how true it is, but that is what I read, because it doesn't make sense if you're in the same house with your husband to be emailing him when you can go right there and talk to him, which the email is eventually what got you guys in the trouble that you're in, because detectives were able to seize those emails of you telling each other to add this and add that onto the insurance scam so that you can get the maximum payout on your insurance fraud. So weird, okay? Anyway, but Andy is saying she's not showing up to film, and it's a hot ass mess. All right, is this my last topic? Yes, it is, because I'm trying to wrap it up so we can go and support Tay as well. So this is the last topic, because this is a pop-in, okay? This is a pop-in. We got one more topic with Kenya Moore, as she is talking about her sorry-ass ex-husband, Marc, who I told you guys moved from New York to Atlanta. All right. Now that he's broke, busted, and disgusted, he didn't want Kenya when he had her. He wouldn't come and stay with Kenya. But now he's continuing to pop up at Kenya's house unannounced. And Kenya is threatening to go to the authorities now because Marc continues to trespass on her property. He's already begged her, can he move in with her? And she's basically let him know, no, you cannot stay with me. You can come and visit your daughter, but you need to let me know ahead of time. But he's still popping up at her home, and she does not have any peace, according to her. So shout out to Braxton Family Value fan post. It says that Kenya Moore is not playing when it comes to protecting her peace and her home. Word is that she's threatening to take legal action against her ex-husband, Marc Daly, if he ever trespasses on her property again. Now, reportedly, there was an incident most recently where Marc claimed that he was just coming by to see their daughter, but Kenya had already told him that they were going out of the country. And she said, and she was just out of the country. She was in Dubai. Kenya was just in Dubai. Okay, so that is actual factual, because I do follow her, and she was definitely in Dubai for some type of event. Now it says that, but Kenya had already left. Kenya had already told him that she was going to be out of the country. She said that she got an alert on her phone and checked her cameras, and there he was at her gate, meaning Marc. Marc was at her gate at her home unannounced. So they said that Kenya says that Marc knew good and well that they were not home. So why show up unannounced? It's given that he might have been coming there to try to just come and stay there while you were gone. I'm not sure where he's staying since he came to Atlanta. I think he came to Atlanta thinking that he was going to be staying with Kenya, but she made it very much so clear she doesn't want him staying there, because in their divorce settlement, he was trying to take property up. He was trying to take ownership of her home, which you guys know she purchased prior to being married to him. But he was fighting real dirty with Kenya in terms of also trying to take custody of their daughter and trying to take custody of her home. And Kenya had to fight to keep her home, to keep Marc from taking her house. So now that he's down and out, his restaurants have closed down, he's moved to Atlanta, and he's steady trying to come and stay with Kenya. But this is a hot ass mess. So now Kenya is threatening to get the police involved, the authorities involved, because Marc continues to pop up at her home unannounced, and she doesn't like that. So it said that Kenya says that Marc knew good and well that she was not home. So why show up unannounced? They're saying that the drama is still following these two. So I hope she can figure this out. She may have to get a restraining order against him, or have some type of ramifications to where they can meet somewhere else other than her home in order to see the child, because it's given that he wants to stay. Because when you get a person in your house, and if they stay within so much time in your home, especially if they start receiving mail, they are then seen as a tenant. I know about tenant laws because I own property. If a person stay in your home, okay, say like maybe 5 days, and they go and they get some mail sent to your home, they can be deemed as a tenant on your property or in your home, and you cannot put them out. You have to go and file legal eviction papers through the courts in order to get them put out of your home. That's probably what he's trying to do. Let me come and see our daughter. Let me spend time with her. And then he'll stay the night and then stay another night. And then next thing you know, Kenya got some mail popping up in her mailbox for him. And then voila, you are a tenant in her home, and she can't get you out. And then she got to spend more money that she don't have, because she's being sued by her own landlord for her hair care spa. And of course, she was fired from being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she's missing that check as well. Plus, she had some issues with, I think it was some back taxes or something due for her home, where they were saying if she did not pay it up by, I think, November or so, that there was going to be an auction on her home. So King's got a lot of her own issues that she's worried about and trying to get her own footing. And then here comes Marc, a grown-ass, able-bodied man, just trying to come in and sit on her. So she's made it very clear she doesn't want him in her home. She doesn't want him staying with her, even though they used to be married. She's trying to be cordial and allow him to see the child, but she don't want him in her home. And for him to come to her house when he knew that she was away, out of town, out of the country, like, what the fuck are you doing at her gate when she told you prior she was not going to be home? It's given like you're gonna break in her house and stay there. Like, it's weird. But that is what had happened. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end this live, and I'm gonna get on over there and support Tay. All right. Ain't that crazy? You better go get a 1-bedroom, or you better go get you like a little efficiency type thing where they have the stove, refrigerator, and like a couch and a bed up in that bitch until you figure out your next move. Go and get you a little regular schmegler. I mean, Croy used to play for the Falcons, and he even went and had to get a job at a warehouse so he can make ends meet. So Marc, you can do the same. Stop trying to be bougie. Stop trying to move in with Kenya. That is her house. Yes, you guys share a child, but that does not mean she got to let you stay in her home. Go get your own shit. You didn't want to stay there when she was asking you to stay when y'all were married. Now you down and not, and you want to come and move some suitcases in. Boy, get your ass on somewhere. But thank y'all so much for stopping by. To my Top Flight Mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank you guys so kindly. Also, thank you to all the content creators. Schoolboy, if you're here, thanks for being here. Queen Speaks TV, Shay Renee, if you're in the bushes, thank you. Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Dee, thank you so much. JCD Creations. Thank you guys all for being here and supporting. Of course, all of my Caramelians, y'all know I love y'all down. Please tap on that like for me. Please subscribe to the channel. And tell a friend to tell a friend, come on over to the Cameron Rail Show and subscribe to the channel. Also, subscribe to my Rails, page as well, Rails World page as well. And in the next video, I will see you guys later, okay? Love you guys down, and bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.